Once again, you're welcome to my channel, and today we'll be talking about Manitoba jails, which are currently overflowing. I don't seem to understand, but we all know that the government are trying to crack down on repeat offenders right now, and definitely that is why the jails are overflowing. Let's listen to the news and see on the other side of it.
As pressure mounts to crack down on repeat offenders, the federal government is pledging to make it harder for violent criminals to get bail. That could see more offenders ending up behind bars, but there are questions as to where they would be housed. To explain, CTV's Jeff Keel joins us now live. Jeff, is there room in Manitoba jails for more inmates?
No, not really. According to provincial numbers, provincial jails are already overflowing merrily, so it raises the question, where would more inmates go? With violence.
See, when there's too much crime, poverty, and government not doing what they're supposed to do, things like this do happen. They should have curtailed this thing right from the start. And right now, the funny thing is that there's not enough jail to house all these people. And that shows the level of crime. When they say Winnipeg is top there in crime, this is an example. They know what they are doing. Lots of criminals. The level of criminality is so high that there's no enough room to house them. That's sad, and that's something we need to think about. Let's go into listen.
Violent crime and theft out of control, calls to keep repeat criminals behind bars are at a fever pitch.
Too much violence and disruption in our city is coming from the same individuals.
Arrests that our members are constantly arresting people for are breaches. We need to see meaningful bail reform.
The federal government is promising bail and sentencing reform legislation this fall. That could mean more offenders in custody and for longer terms. But numbers show Manitoba jails are already bursting at the seams.
The most important thing, good federal government are coming into this, and to make your society more beautiful, to make the society more acceptable, to make everything fine for every individual, things must be done concerning this crime. Those who are meant to put to jail should be put to jail. Those who need those who are repeating their offense, they need to be taken away, and at this time longer. And obviously, more jails need to be built. And this, through this, you can fight this problem, this epidemic. There's no two ways about it. It needs to be fought. And right now, all the government needs to do is take the bull by the horn and go for it. That's the only way.
The capacity at Headingley Jail is 549, but as of September 18th, it was housing 843 inmates. The Winnipeg Remand Centre, a capacity of 289, has a count of 405. At Women's, 196 is the capacity, with 292 inmates there now. Brandon is over 2, a capacity of 250.
Looking at all these numbers, they're almost double, almost double, with the exception of the youth center, which has capacity of 150, but the population is 136. Every other thing is the populations are way higher than the capacity. So sad.
52 with a head count of 341. The PAW has a capacity of 114 and 171 inmates are there. Milner Ridge is 6 inmates over capacity. Only the Manitoba Youth Centre was under by 14. So if there is an influx of inmates, where would they go?
As we know, with the reforms that are being requested by the population of Canada and Manitoba, that we have to find a place.
The union representing Manitoba's Correctional Guard says it is raising this with Manitoba's Justice Minister.
So in the short term, we need a plan, because right now we're hearing a lot of different workers that it's getting volatile.
No, that's what I'm saying. We need a plan. This need to be put somewhere. And because with this large population, it's going to overwhelm the workers. It's going to have a side effect on them. And God forbid, if there's any jailbreak, just imagine what will happen. The population, definitely, I know the workers cannot be equal to the inmates there. So for a 500 capacity and you're having over 800, that's a no-no. Something must be done. They need to look for a place for them.
We do need to build capacity.
The NDP government has promised to build a new jail in Dauphin, which was closed by the former Pallister government. And Justice Minister Matt Wiebe says they are looking at all options, including within.
There is capacity in the system in ensuring that people are being moved around and being moved to those places that are safe.
It's not just provincial facilities. Manitoba's federal prison, Stony Mountain, is slightly over capacity too.
A lot of our prisons are on a great amount of land. We can build new units, we can retrofit units. Sometimes it doesn't need to be an entirely new project.
The former Dauphin jail held 61 inmates.
So, Jeff, what is the federal justice minister saying? Is the feds planning to build more prisons or expand them?
Yeah, we don't know. We reached out to the federal justice minister and asked for an interview. We were told he would not be available, but that we would get a response to our story, and we are still waiting on that statement, Marilee.
All right.
Definitely, they just have to build more. There's no two ways about it. Because we need a peaceful society where everybody is willing to come invest in Winnipeg, where everybody wants to live, where you can move freely at any time and not being mugged or dealt with it in any form. I just hope the government does the right thing. Thanks for listening. See you next time.